Hey, beautiful beauty besties. Happy Monday, my loves. Happy Monday. I hope you all had just an amazing weekend, filled with fun and beading and just whatever it is that makes your heart happy. I hope you got to do that this weekend. My weekend was okay, guys. We were busy, right? We had a couple lives. That was fun. And I saw a lot of you out there. So thank you guys so much for supporting us. Yeah, but we had a little bit of weather and some things and stuff, but we got through it, friends, and we are starting a brand new week. So we're all going to take a deep breath as we start this brand new week. And also, just in case you didn't know, you got this. So let's pull a card and then we will get into what we're doing today, guys. I got some exciting mail today. I did. And that's what we're going to get into. But first, our words of wisdom. Everything I need is within me. How beautiful is that, my friends? That is so sweet. I hope that this was a message for some of you guys out there. I hope this was a message. All right, my loves. So today we are getting into, because I'll go in my mailbox here, our dollar bead box. dollar bead box. Hey, I think I have this is supposed to be like a cash. Hold on. It's supposed to be cash money, but okay, whatever that noise was. Here it is. Dollar Bead Box, guys. We're starting in shenanigans already because I have not seen you all in probably like 2 or 3 days. So we're going to start in on our shenanigans. All right, friends, while I open this, and look away if you're squeamish at the sight of blood, but while we open this, I will tell you about the Dollar Bead Box. So this is a monthly subscription. It renews whenever, this is one that like whenever you purchased it, that's when it renews for you. So unfortunately, I do get mine at the end of the month. So, a lot of you beautiful people might have already seen an unboxing. I have already seen an unboxing. I will usually either watch Becky or I will watch Stephanie over there at Bronze Pony. They both get this box and they do beautiful unboxings. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Becky made a bracelet with this box this month. I could be wrong though. But I don't remember. I remember there were some colors of green maybe, but I don't really remember what's in this box. So anyway, this box, if you sign up for 6 months, it is $18.50 a month. Now there are 2 subscriptions in here. There's the Dollar Bead Box. I'm going to keep calling it that. But there's also the Dollar Bead Bag. And so what the Dollar Bead Bag is, it is a additional $8 subscription. And what you get is you get 4 strands of 3mm fire polish and you get 4 strands of 4mm fire polish, 50 beads to a strand. And yeah, and a lot of times they coordinate with each other. And also, guys, this is a curated box. So we will be able to make lots of jewelry just with this one box and some simple findings. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this is August 2025. So let's take a little snapsy perusal. Ooh, look at those colors. Little peruse of the colors. You know, guys, I saw in a group or something, somebody had commented about how all the kind of the colors are meshing this month for August. A lot of the boxes are doing similar colors, and I noticed that too. But guys, these boxes are legitimately planned out like months and months ahead of time. And let's see what we got here. Ooh, so I think a lot of it is really honestly pure. Oh my God, didn't we have something like this in one of Sam's boxes? Anyway, but I think it's purely coincidental. Honestly, I truly do believe that. So here is our hello Grecian goddess. Oh my God. I feel like I am in the gorgeous beaches of Greece here. This is what I'm calling it. I don't know what the Dollar Bead Box is calling it, but this is what, oh gosh, guys, look at that. I think Cobb might be making a bracelet today too. This is amazing. All right, so let me shush this to the side. And I promise, guys, I promise we'll bring it right back in. But I do want to read us some information here. Oh, I also have to be careful because there's coupon codes. So let me go ahead and cover that up. Guys, when you are also a member of the Dollar Bead Box, you also get access into their store. So they do have a store where you can go in and you can repurchase these things. And also, there's so much more, guys. They have a ton of stuff in their store, and the things are usually $1 a piece, hence Dollar Bead Box. But there you will sometimes find certain selections that are a little bit more than $1, usually mixes and things of that nature. But it's an amazing store. But if you're a part of this, if you sign up with this Dollar Bead Box, you will get free membership. However, if you don't want to sign up for the box, but you still want membership, I think it's like $35 a year. And you can also, I'll leave all the links in the box. You guys can decide if you want to do that. But it's a cool subscription. I don't have an affiliate code. I've asked for one, but I buy this out of my own pocket. This isn't, I'm not affiliated with this company at all. So let's read August 2025. August is all about that golden glow and fresh green vibes. Inspired by sunlit fields and verdant abundance, this month's box is packed with lush greens and shimmering golds. It's the perfect mix for soaking up the last bits of summer and getting your creativity glowing. And I love that for us, guys. And I'm also going to tell you that this month, when this month is done, we're over summer. We're moving. When I come back from vacation, we're right into fall. Because it will be September, so it's time, my friends, it's time. Jody's been doing fall for a month now. I feel like I'm a little behind right now. All right, guys, so there it is. And like I said, you do get a code. Once a month, we get a code just for us to help us with some savings and whatnot. Okay, here is all the latest Dollar Bead Club news. This is where you want to go in case I forget to put those in. I don't usually put the Instagram, Twitter, and those ones. I usually do the just the box and whatnot, but there are the groups if you want to go ahead and join those. And then here is what we have. So we have some strands. So we have a selection of strands, and we also have additional items. Occasionally, though, not lately, but occasionally we'll also get bonus items, which I remember back in the day, we used to get like little spools of soft flex. Y'all remember that? Have you been getting this box for a while? I bet you remember the soft flex. I miss the soft flex. They would put in like discontinued little spools and beadle on wire occasionally. That doesn't happen too often now, but that's okay, friends. All right, so let's go ahead and bring in, oh, I have a palette too. Let's go ahead and bring in our bag. So like I said, guys, this is an $8 additional purchase. And you will get 4 strands of each of the 4 and the 3 fire polish strands. All check glass. Guys, this subscription is very check glass heavy. We do get occasional selections of gemstones. Also, it's a really good, I'm going to push these off to the side. I'm going to put them in categories. It's also a really good subscription for newer beaders because it's kind of like a stash builder, because some things we might only get like 1 or 2 or just like a little handful of. And that's just to kind of get us going. And if you really like that, then you can, of course, go over into the store and order some more. All right, so let's get into our strands, and we will do the 3mm first. I'll put this off to the side. So first, let's get into our green turquoise nebulous luster. Now, guys, we get ends or ors sometimes too. So I might not always nail everything right, but I think this is what that is. So let me make sure my lights are nice and bright. And we are lighted. Okay, there we are. We are lit. Anyway, so this is the green turquoise nebulous luster. And this bead, I don't know why I feel like my lights are so dark today. This bead is gorgeous. Look at that. So it's a beautiful turquoise, and over top of it is this nebulous gold luster. So pretty, guys. I apologize for the government issued nails. Also for this scratch on my hand. We're dealing with some sick cats, and they're taking medications that they don't love, and we have to administer them through syringes, little squeezies. Yeah, it's a good time, friends. It's a good time, but it's okay. They're going to feel better, hopefully. We've got 2 FHV, which is feline herpes virus, flare-ups right now. All of my cats are FHV positive. But we're dealing with 2 flare-ups right now. So we've got Mike and we've got Bobo, who aren't feeling so great, and we got to give them medicine, and they don't always love it. So I do apologize for that. All right, next we have a light smoky topaz and this is where we have the or aqua green luster. So I am pretty sure I got the light smoky topaz. I believe that's what that looks like. Oh my gosh. Martha, if you were sleeping earlier, you're awake now. Anyway, let's look at this color. That's gorgeous. I love that. It's like it's a very smoky, like it said. It does say smoky, friends. It does. It really does. That's a gorgeous little strand. They look at these together though. Hello. At first I was thinking Grecian goddess. Now I'm thinking a Southwestern princess. I don't know, friends. It could go either way. All right, next we're going to look at a metallic green iris, which would be this guy. Ooh, look at that. I love a good iris, especially a green iris. So pretty. We get all of those beautiful, beautiful, like metallic blues and purples and golds, and of course the greens. Little hints of magenta. Little hints of magenta. So pretty, so pretty. I love a good iris. I do. That's really pretty with this collection too. And then finally, for the 3mm, we have a matte turquoise or Southwestern sage. And this is the matte turquoise. And this is so pretty. It's kind of a light, like it's a bright, but a light, bright turquoise. And it is definitely matte and it feels so good. I love a good matte bead. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful, beautiful color. Lovely. And there's your 3mm. Aren't they beautiful? Okay, guys, we're going to move into the 4s. So first we have a crystal copper lined. Oh, I love anything lined, like copper, like metallic lined, especially copper lined. Those are just so pretty. It's such a pretty copper too. It's like a bright, bright copper. Almost like a rosy gold copper. Those are fantastic. Fantastic. Matching superbly, my friends. Let's put the 4s behind the 3 since they're like the older sisters. So they got to be behind it to protect or do they go in front? I don't know. I guess it depends on what your family is. I'm not sure. Maybe who knows? Let's move on, friends. Next, we're going to look at a crystal half gold or crystal yellow green. Ooh, I got the crystal yellow green, it looks like. Is that right? Oh no, this is the aqua amber. It was not right. So crystal half gold or crystal yellow green. I'm going to move on because I'm not sure which one that one is. So let's move. Oh, I think it's this one. I'm just looking because there's also an aqua amber. So that's what I just sneak peeked you. Okay, yes. So this is it. Sorry, guys. Sometimes it just happens because I feel like sometimes like one strand could be like one or the other. Like it could be whatever. So this is the crystal yellow green, I guess. There is a lot of yellow, but I would say gold. But that's really pretty. Look at that. So you've definitely got some like yellow golds and greens in there. And some little clear parts, but also some little smoky parts. That's a very busy bead, my friends. And it's so pretty though, but there is a lot going on in that bead. All right. And so next we're going to look at either a matte turquoise or crystal teal lined. And I got the crystal teal lined. So pretty. It would have been nice to kind of have like a match for that, but look at that. Like I said, guys, I love a crystalline bead, and the fact that I got 2 of them, I mean, a color line crystal, the fact that I got 2 of them is just, okay, I'm happy. That's so pretty. And then finally, we're going to look again at this aqua amber, and this is a gorgeous bead. Look at that. Y'all know I'm not a yellow person, but that is pretty. That is so pretty. I love when there's 2 colors in one glass. I think it's just, it's fascinating to have the 2 colors in the one bead. I love that. All right, guys, so there are the bags, and I will put them in my hand all together for us to peruse together. And I think they all look lovely and amazing together. Beautiful stuff there, friends. Beautiful stuff. Oh, look, everybody. There's some big sisters in the back and the front now. So everybody's protected and all calm, cool, and collected. There we have it. All right, friends. Let's get into the bag contents. Or the box contents, rather. We've looked at the bag. Now we're going to look at the box. And, guys, I think you can just, if you just want to do the fire polish, you can just do the fire polish. You don't have to do the whole box if you don't want. I mean, options are great. All right, so let's take a look at these strands, my friends. put the dish right here. I never know where to put stuff. You know, I bought this big giant L-shaped desk and I still don't have room anywhere, and I'm always thinking my lights aren't on, and it's just, guys, if you have OCD, you know. Okay, first we're going to look at a 10 millimeter check glass dagger. Really? That's phenomenal. That's 10 millimeters. That's the smallest. I guess it is. It's tiny. I was excited. I thought they'd be bigger. That's what she said. Anyway, so this is a 10 millimeter check glass dagger, pastel green rainbow. And it is very pastel-y. And you get 25 pieces. These are cute. I do love that little, that's a real, I love, listen guys, you know I don't love the pastel colors, but I am a whole fan of mint. I'm a whole entire fan of mint, so those are really pretty. They are minty, very minty. I don't know what I would do. They're so tiny. I didn't show you where they're drilled too. They're like a briolette drill, so they're drilled up there at the top. Up there at the top. So that you could wrap them. What I would probably do, because these are so small, but when you stack them together, they kind of do this little fan shape, and I always think they look really cool on a little bracelet. So I think that's a good idea. Guys, I don't bead weave, but if you're a bead weaver, I know you can do lots of stuff with those. I'm working on it, friends. Listen, I'm working on it. Okay, next we're going to look at a 7x18 check glass peeled olive in matte aqua green. Peeled olive? Oh, that's fancy. What the heck is a peeled olive? What is that? What they're calling this? Oh, it's not like the one it's like. It's faceted. They have like facets in them. This is a cool bead. Yeah, no, it's not that. Yeah, it is, because it's 5 pieces. So this is the peeled olive, guys. So don't be looking for the skin. It's naked. It's a naked peeled olive. But that is so cool. It's got like oh wow. You see it's like very faintly fat, like the facets are smooth, but they're definitely there. It's really excuse me, Miss Snorts. You hear my dog out there snuffling at the door, smelling the raccoons outside eating their food? Mind your business, Danny. Those are really pretty. I've never seen that kind of bead before. That's awesome. All right, next we're going to look at a 4 millimeter. Oh, and you got 25 of the daggers. I'm sorry, I gotta get better with that. Next, we're gonna look at a 4 millimeter check glass melon, opaque dark aqua green, 30 pieces. Check glass melon. Oh, that's not a melon. That's a square. Check glass melon. Oh, duh! Right in front of you, Call. There she is. So these are cute little 4 millimeter melons, and this is opaque dark aqua green. It's also matte, which is nice. I love that. Ma'am, no, leave the raccoons alone. None of your business. And how many do we get of these, Kyle? We get 30, guys. That's beautiful. And it's a beautiful matte. Love that. All right, next we're going to look at a 6 millimeter. Ooh, I love a good 6 millimeter check fire polish teal half bronze, 20 pieces. You guys. These are gorgeous. Oh, look at those. Spin test, my friends. Spin test. Let's do the twist test. Yum. Those are great. Look at those. My goodness, I am such a fan of teal. It might be becoming my favorite color because we've been getting so much of it. And I'm here for the teal. I love teal. They're saying aqua. I'm saying teal. Well, that does say teal half bronze. But these are kind of aqua, but I think more on the teal side than aqua. Teal green even, maybe a little bit. All right, next we're going to work on looking at some drops in teal. So we got the teal drops. Look at them little baby drops. Love that teal color. Ma'am, can you please sit down? You sound like you're trying out for the tap dancing Olympics. Look at those. So this is a 4x6 check glass drop in teal, and you get 30 pieces. Cute little drops, again, drilled up there at the top, like so. So they just drip drop, and guys, maybe this is why I need to learn seed beading, because I'm thinking that if you, ma'am, excuse me, friends, I might have to go. Oh no, there she goes. Hold on one second, friends. And we're back. Sorry about that. My door is open. The front door is open, and the dog is snuffling the raccoons. And just, I think my dog was a hunting dog in a past life. That's the only way I don't know. She likes to chase things. She's not a mean dog. She just likes to chase things. It's weird. I don't know. She was adopted, so I'm not sure. Anyway, look at those together. This is why I need to learn how to sew with the beads, my friends, because I am sure that you could do something really, really stinking cool with these two beads together. I bet you could. I would love to see it. By the way, guys, heads up, I figured out my community settings. So I have opened up a community here as well on this channel. So please, 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 my friends, spam me with your jewelry or your pets or whatever it is that makes you smile. I want to see it. I want to see it, my friends. This is such a great way, especially because I'm Facebook friends with a lot of folks, but a lot of folks also don't have Facebook. So this is a really great way for us to hang out and share pictures and stories, and for us to get to know each other better. I love that. So please do not hesitate. Whatever you want to post, as long as it's not going to get me kicked off of YouTube, we're good, friends. We're good. All right, so finally in our strands, we're going to look at some cubes, and these cubes are really, really pretty. They're a small cube, but they're so pretty. Look at that. It's like a Picasso finish. So this is a 4mm check glass cube, alabaster with green lavender Picasso, 35mm. Such a pretty. I don't know if you can see just the lavender and the green, and it kind of almost looks stone-like, right? It kind of almost looks like some agate or something. That's just gorgeous. Love her. A little bit different color from the palette, which I love because it's nice to have a little bit of relief. We have some more smoky colors over here, and now we have this will go really good with these smoky colors to kind of make it a little bit more balanced. So not everything is teal. Okay, friends, so now we're going to look at the additional items, which are these little bag selections. And first we're going to look at an 18mm check glass vintage style heart. You get one piece, turquoise with copper wash. So this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes we just get like little 1 pieces or 2 pieces, and it's enough for us to sample and see, hey, yeah, I really do love this bead. And I really do love this bead. So in a case like this, where it is pendant size, you could make a pendant if you wanted. But I think these would also make gorgeous earrings. So I can go back to the website and order another one, and then I can make earrings, which I might do, because I think that would make a really beautiful earring. Very pretty. We have this flower that's embossed here over top of the heart. There's your drill hole. And then there's a wash. They put a little gold wash over that. That's really pretty. That's a gorgeous little bead. Next, we're going to look at some maple leaves, and we get 4 pieces of this. This is an 11 by 13 white and green opal with black wash. I love these kind of beads, these kind of maple leaf beads, because of the way they're drilled. They're not, sorry guys, I gotta put these little bags in this box. We gotta stay organized and on task. Okay. So, I'm sorry. I love how these are drilled, because they're drilled through the middle, so they're not briolette style, so I'm a big fan of that. Let's look at that color. So they are like this very green opaly color with that black wash. Let's look at on the dish. Those are very pretty. Very pretty. I love that color. This is a kind of a fall color, and I like how they've mixed it in with this blue. Look at that. That's really pretty. All right, guys. Next, we're going to look at check glass tabular ovals. We get 4 pieces of this. It's a light aquamarine opal, 9 by 12. Ovals. Oh, these are pretty. Those are pretty. They have some like lines, like they're silky, milky. They're silky. You kind of see where they have those like silky lines. Those are really pretty. Again, you just get a little handful, enough for us to sample. And then we can always get more. But guys, sometimes you just want just a couple beads, right? We don't need a whole strand of these. Sometimes just a couple is nice. Those are really pretty. Okay, next we're going to look at A 13 by 22 Chuck glass twisted rectangle. Light aquamarine opal. Again, we get one piece. Oh, this is the one I was eyeballing, and I can tell you right now, friends, I know exactly what I'm going to put it with. I'm going to put it with those because it matches those perfect. If I can get it out of the bag. It's a prisoner in the bag. Look at that. Do you see? Let's twist it. Do you see those like little silky striations? And it has a definite little curve to it. It is definitely a curved little piece. Do you see those little silky lines? There's your drill hole, but my friends, like these were born to be together. So they shall stay together forever and ever. So I think we're going to maybe make a little bracelet. I don't know what we're going to make today, friends, but I'm thinking a bracelet with that. If we don't do that today, we'll do it eventually. Next, we're going to look at some turbines. We get 8 turbines. These are an opaque white with... Okay, let me start over, friends. I'm sorry. Turbines, which are these little funky dudes. Not my favorite shape, but they're cute. Again, so these are 7mm opaque white with turquoise wash. 8 pieces. Oh, I think I dropped one, friends. So there's 7 here. Oh, okay. So I can kind of see the white underneath. Can you see? It's like where the color is swirled over top of it. They look smaller than 7mm, but I'm gonna take y'all word for it. Yeah, opaque white with turquoise wash. So it's like a white bead, and then they put the turquoise over top, and it's a really pretty bead color. I don't. They're okay. These look like little UFOs, which I know I'm 6 pieces. Goodness, call. I like UFOs. And these are, listen, I'm not trying to be negative. It's just not my favorite shape. All right, Kyle, that's enough of that. Oh, friends, let's look at an 18mm Czech glass wild rose. Pastel green with gold wash. Ooh, you had me at hello. One piece. Ooh, what did we say it was? A wild rose. Oh, okay. Wild rose. Look at that. Or Hawaiian flower, whatever you want to call it. That's really pretty. You love that. I love that color. I love these kind of flowers. All right. Next, we are going to look at, some 2 pieces of opaque turquoise Chuck glass starbursts. Those are pretty. Yeah, this is a really pretty curation. I still don't know what we're going to make, but we're going to make something. Oh, look at those. They kind of look like mints that you would eat. Don't eat them, friends. Lick them if you must, but do not eat them. So these are calling the starbursts, and these are 12 by 14. Again, you get 2 pieces. Those are pretty. I think they'll go really good with those. They'll go good with anything, I think. All right, next we are going to look at acid etched druck. And I usually love these acid etched beads. They have a really super cool texture about them. They're usually like, you feel like very matte, but also very smooth at the same time. It's just a very cool texture. And that's a beautiful color. So these are acid etched drucks pastel green. You get 4 pieces, and these are 8mm. Since what they look like. Pretty. Very pretty. Let's stick them over here so they don't escape. Sorry for all the noise in the background too, guys. I have my dryer on. We're doing some wash today. All the things. Okay, next we are going to look at, we get more melons. So we get 8mm Czech glass melons, light teal with gold wash. We get 6 pieces. These are so pretty. This is something I would go back to the site and order, because these are I love a good melon. Yes, I do. Look at those. So pretty. Oh my gosh. Wait, I'll put them on the dish, y'all. They're very light blue, but they have like little swirls inside of the glass. Like they're clear and blue, just like kind of swirled together in there. And then you have that gold wash outside of the ribs of the melon, if you will. Is that what you call that? A rib? I don't know, friends. I'm not Gordon Ramsay. Is that a rib? I don't know. Anyway, there they are. Lovely. sometimes they don't roll as much because of the ribs, my friends. Okay. We have, my friends, we have 3 more things. I'm so sad. We have 3 more things to look at. So we're going to look at a 9 by 19 millimeter check glass turquoise arabesque with copper wash. 2 pieces, which is this guy. This is that arabesque shape. I have some of these in a lot of other colors. Again, not my favorite bead shape. It's just kind of a weird shape to me, but I love this color. And I love that it's matte. Wow. It's a pretty bead, guys. They make really pretty earrings. There's your drill hole, so they are drilled through the length of the bead. Yeah, turquoise arabesque with copper wash. It's also matte. It's kind of matte. It's very pretty. Maybe we'll make some earrings, guys. Maybe we'll do that. Ooh, I have my Sam necklaces done up. I can't wait to do those with you guys. Hopefully I get them in before vacation. I'm hoping to film a lot this week. We'll see what happens. Next, we're going to look at 7 by 16 check glass 2-hole crescents. We get 6 pieces of these in crystal. These are a fun bead. Again, 2 holes, so you could, if you're a bead weaver, you could do a lot with these beads. We could also, maybe we'll make earrings with these. I don't know. These are kind of fun to play with. They got like little, they almost look like quartz because they kind of have like, it says crystal. I don't know if you guys can see, it has like some slate, like little veinings in there that almost make it look like quartz. That's super cool. You won't see it on the white dish, but Kyle's going to do it anyway, just because, why not? There they are. I don't really do much with these. Maybe I should do something with these today, guys. Maybe we should do something. Make a fun little cool pair of earrings. I don't know, friends, but finally we have come to the end and we have a mix. And Dollar Bead Box is really good for doing these mixes. They do these mixes quite often. I don't mind because it's kind of a neat way to get a lot of different shapes. And this mix is in the matte metallic, matte goldenrod, and we get 20 grams. So we have some tea beads. We have some of these. Look at one of those. Sometimes you might, like, I only got one of this chunky boy here. And it looks, oh, I do have 2 of those, so I could probably do some earrings. And then we got this chunky boy. I'm not going to separate it all, friends, and a dagger. Now, see, this is the daggers. This is a good size dagger. That's like the grandpapa of that dagger. And there's also, oh, here's some more of those crescents, but these are just 1 hole. So this is almost kind of not the same. It's a similar shape, but one is 2 hole, one is 1 hole. We can also play around with that a little bit. We've got some triangles. We've got some spikes. Spikes. And tea beads and other things and stuff. There she is. Lots and lots of enjoyment there. Hours and hours of fun. All right, friends. So this is the, I'm just going to put this, there we go. This is your August 2025 Dollar Bead Box. And yeah, so I'm going to end Dollar Bead Bag. And so what I'm thinking of is, I know I kind of wanted to make a bracelet with these guys. That might be cute. And we could maybe do some of these little drip drops. And maybe use some of these. How do we feel about this? Do we feel like this matches with these? We could do some of these little spacers in here. I think that kind of matches. Look, I'm shopping. Like, I'm at the store shopping. I'm going to put my little shopping cart here. What else are we going to put in the cart, friends? No. Because I want to work on some projects with these. I really do. I think we're going to do some earrings with these, but I got to put some thought into that. Not that I wouldn't put thought into this, but I know you all understand what I'm saying. How about also, I'm just going to put those in the shopping cart. Maybe. They're a maybe. Also, that's a maybe. And then let's see, let's shop over here at the little beads and see what we like. Well, since we're bringing in some of that, what do you think about that? Or, yes. Yes, we're bringing that. We're going to bring somehow. And also, we'll take that. This is fun, friends. Ooh, that could be fun. This is fun just shopping. So, guys, I don't know if I'm going to use all this, but I think that's what we're going to gather for ourselves. And maybe also that one. All right, so I'm going to make the rest of this go away, and we'll be right back, friends. We'll be right back. And we are back, and it's all magic, friends. Okay, so you can't tell this, but I've been gone for a little while, so I do apologize. It is now after midnight. I had to go to the party, and I also wanted to check on everyone, and I kind of gave Bobo some extra snuggles, so here we are. Okay, friends, so I had some thoughts here. So I'm thinking we're going to do a bracelet for sure. So the beads that I shopped for, of course, are all here. I've unstranded everything. I've also just chosen a couple of shapes that I might or might not use. I have an idea with these for the end of our bracelet. And I might use these as spacers. I'm not really sure about the daggers or these, but I did sort a little bit. There was some of them, what do you, the 2-hole, I think they're called like parapanukas. I'm sure, surely that's not parpanugas. Was it parpanugas? I don't know, friends, but it's just, hold on. Parpanugas. I'm pretty sure that's not the name of it. Guys, let me know in the comments. Parpuga. Is it a parpuga? I don't know what this is. This bead here, it's got 2 holes, and it looks like a post parpuga. It looks like a coffee bean, my friends. That's what it looks like. Anyway, we didn't use any of those exotic shapes. We just pulled out some of those shapes. Anyway, so enough about that. And from my stash, my friends, from my stash, I thought about using some leather. So here we have some, this is some turquoise blue leather. Then we have a little bit more turquoise green. But then I thought, this is really pretty too. It's a metallic gold, but it's a little more gold than the line things. But I think this will be really pretty. And my intention is to use this as our button. Because I went through my buttons and I couldn't really find anything that I liked. And I think this would make a really pretty button. And I think the gold would be a good complement for that. So I think we will use the gold, and that is in a 2mm. I don't, this is from Art Beads, but this is from a while ago, so I don't know if they still have that. All right, so I also have some bead stringing wire, and of course it's all soft flex. And we have some colors to choose from. So we have the bone, we have the white, the turquoise, and the copper, which is what I think. Because again, I think the copper would look really pretty on the blue, but I also think the bone would look pretty too. So the turquoise would blend the most. I don't know why I brought the white over. I guess I thought it was pretty. But I think the turquoise would blend the most. So, but do we really care if it blends? I don't know. We'll decide that in a second. Decisions. I am also bringing in some crimp tubes, of course. We got some soft flex crimp tubes. And as spacer options, I have these Matubos. These are a 10-0 Matubo. And I love this shape, and I think that's a really pretty spacer. Because what I'm thinking is, of course, since we're going to use a button, we're going to have 2 strands brought together. Because I think it will work because these beads are relatively small, right? There's no huge chunky beads. These are bigger, but they're also a cylindrical shape. So they're long, but they're not necessarily bulky. Same thing with these guys. So I thought these would make a really good spacer in between those. Or we might also use, these are just a crimp bead. These are a 2mm crimp bead in like a rose gold color. So I'm not sure which spacer option we're going to go with. We might go with both. Who knows? I'm not sure. And then also, guys, I had to work for this one. I'm bringing in this toggle. Now, I'm only bringing in the circle portion because this is what we're going to connect our leather to. But I was looking all over the place in all of my places and whatnot, and I couldn't find any toggles that I liked. And then I had to go into my bestie boxes. And so huge shout out to my friend Lori Huber. This was in your bestie box, so you saved my design on this one. You saved my design cupcakes on this one, my friend. All right. Oh, guys, I am so sorry. I also wanted to mention, oh my goodness, I wanted to mention this at the beginning of the video. Our dear friend, Miss Beautiful Myesha Jackson from Blusaffhire Studios. I want to thank you, my love, for your super chat, guys. I'm just like so in awe of you guys sending me super chats and stuff. Like, oh my goodness, thank you so much, my beautiful friend. And guys, if you are not subscribed to Myesha, she does amazing jewelry, and Blusaffhire Studio. I will link it in the description box so you guys can go right over there and check her out. And I also wanted to mention, I started a Buy Me a Coffee account because The supers are amazing and they're wonderful. And again, not necessarily like they're such an amazing thing, but of course not. What's the word I'm looking for? Not expected. I don't know how else to say it, guys, because I'm really awkward with this kind of stuff. But I love making beautiful jewelry for you guys and doing fun content regardless if, of the supers or not. I will always be here for you guys. So it's just a very nice bonus, but it is not like not necessary, nor is it whatever that word is I'm looking for. I'm stuttering right now. I understand. But the tube of you, and that's what we're going to call it because I don't want to get in trouble. They take a little bit more out than the Buy Me a Coffee as far as their percentage. And also with the tube of you, you get it at the end of the cycle, so you get all your earnings at once. Where with the Buy Me a Coffee, it goes right to my debit card. So again, guys, I'll put that in the description box. Please, you do not have to donate or tip me or anything like that. It's just those are people out there that asked for that information because they would like to do that. That's for you. So thank you so much, everyone, for all that. Okay. Back to not awkward stuff. Oh my God. If you guys could see my face, I'm probably bright red right now. I am so weird when it comes to that. Let me just, okay, we're good. All right. So let's get back to the design. Okay. So what I thought of, okay, so follow me here, friends. This is what I thought of doing. So we're going to maybe use this guy as the button. And then I thought we could do some of these guys. And however many we're going to do, I'm not sure what we're going to put in the middle, but we've got some of these naked olives to play with. And then I thought we would use these guys kind of in between. So we're going to kind of space it out, and we probably won't use all the naked olives. But we're going to space it out because both of these strands are going to be together. So we don't necessarily want these beads. They might fight with each other if they're directly next to each other because there's not as much space. So I kind of want to do it where they're a little bit more spaced out, like so. And then we'll do like little spacers in between and stuff like that. So I guess we will use them all. I don't know, friends. This is what we have so far. Let's bring our ruler out and let's see what the spacing is going to look like. Okay, so pretend, guys, this might be a longer video because I really have some ideas. So let's say, let's say we start here. Okay, this will be here. So maybe space that a little closer. And then this one will be spaced about here. Roundabout. This is just roundabout, friends. We're just playing right now. This is the design process. I know a lot of you beautiful friends like to see the design process. So here you go. This is what we're doing. Ooh, look at that one. She's got like little bubbles in her. She's pretty. Okay. So yeah, so we're looking at about, okay, so we have leather, so we're not going to use all the naked olives. I just remember we have leather. So we also have this toggle. This is what the leather's gonna go on. So maybe, because we probably want to stop this at about 5 inches, because then we'll have our toggle. So maybe we'll space this out a little bit more, right? We'll do a lot of nice little beads in between, and then we'll do our toggle here. And I have an idea with these crescent beads. So I'm going to maybe put these at the end to cover our little crimp, because we're going to be taking 1 strand down to 2 strands. Is that still too long? Because then we're going to have our leather. And we're going to do at least 1 inch of leather. But again, friends, this is like, you know, bracelet math is tricky because it really depends on the on the diameter of your beads and all that. So, but I'm just doing a basic layout right now. So we will see. All right, so let's cut bead string and wire. Oh shoot, we didn't decide which one we wanted, did we? Okay, it's between the bone and the copper. The turquoise is just too. I want a little bit of a contrasting color. So this goes really good with that, but the bone goes really good with everything, doesn't it? Man, I think the bone is probably one of my favorite soft flex colors. I think we're going to go with the copper though this time. I just think the copper is just a little prettier with this collection, my friends. So there's Sharon. We're going to do that. All right, so we are going to, like I said, we're going to double it up. So I think we're going to want to cut ourselves at least, guys, I'm just going to be a rebel here, and I'm going to cut myself about 20 inches because I feel like that's necessary. So 12 and 6 makes 20, right? No call. 8 and 12 make 20. Okay, so maybe we don't need, let's cut about there. Okay. So I'm going to cut about, what did I say? 18 inches. I'm cutting about 18 inches. Does that make sense? 8 and 8, 16. You know what? Maybe I should cut 20 inches. I think that's a better idea. I was trying to be frugal, friends, but I don't think it's going to work. So there's 12. And then to the 8 would be 20. Okay. We got this together. Oh, shoot. Where are my tools? Oh, my goodness. My tools are... Oh, that was my chair, by the way. My tools are all the way on the other side of my desk. What are y'all doing? I did not prepare myself. Like I said, guys, I was out comforting cats and checking on them and doing some stuff. Also, I had to mediate a raccoon fight outside as well. I had to mediate a small raccoon brawl. I don't even know if I'm going to need my tools, but let's bring them in anyway because, I mean, we should have them here. Sorry, guys. Okay. I probably should have paused for that. All right. So we have our bead string wire here. And we also, like I said, I have 3 crimp tubes here. I think we're going to need 3. I think that sounds about right. Oh, and look, y'all, there's a tube. We may or may not do a barrel knot. May or may not, friends. Don't get too excited. All right, I might, you know, conjure my inner Jennifer Miller, but we'll see. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to stick this guy and we're going to take him to the middle of our bead stringing wire. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put our crimp tube on here. Crimp tube. Put that on both strands. And we're going to try to keep these strands pretty even. So I'm just going to kind of hold this here as I pull this crimp tube down. And we're going to try to keep that as even as possible. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get down here and we're going to just, I'm just going to move this over a little bit so it is even. Okay. So that is even on the bead. Now this is going to want to lay down on the bead and you want that to happen, right? We want that to lay flat. So we're going to go ahead and crimp. Keeping your spot, making sure it is centered. If you need to center a little more, just pull that crimp tube up a little bit. Oh, she's locked in there. Look at that. Oh, there we go. I just wanted to move it over slightly because I'm a bit of a, has to be a certain way person. All right. And I am also crimping with the wires are going side by side, guys. You don't want those wires to be on top of each other. If you want to just hold them out a little bit, kind of spread them out a little bit to make sure they don't go on top of each other. You can do that. All right, so we're going to bring in our crimping pliers and we're going to go directly. We're going to put that right in this little cavity here. And then it's going to make us a little ball. A little crimp ball. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and crimp. Oh, wow. Did it even crimp? It didn't look like it crimped. Okay. And then it's going to make that little square. Then we're going to take it to the side and then to the front. And we're just going to do this little rotisserie action. I'm still holding these strands next to each other. And we're just going to continue and just crimp this little ball here until we feel like that's nice and secure and it's a good shape. Okay. Okay, now your bead string and wire is going to want to fall to one side. Just let it fall to one side. And then just run your finger over that and make sure that there's no rough edges because this is going to lay directly onto the skin. Okay, friends, it's right on the skins. Okay, so we are done crimping that area. That was fairly easy, my friends, fairly easy. All right, let's put these naked olives up here. All right, so we're going to want to put a couple little small beads here on these 2 strands just to separate them, to start the natural separation. But this is where we want to use either these crimp beads or these matubos. Well, let's see what they look like. Okay, we'll just put a couple of those out, and we'll put a couple of these out and see what we like. So one is definitely more round, while the other one is more of a cylinder shape. So let's try the cylinder shape first. You don't need a whole bunch. I think I'm just going to do like 2 or 3. Maybe. Let's try 3. And then 3 on this strand. Oh my goodness. Oh, you little stink pot. Okay. Let's pull those down and see. So you are going to get a little bit of gappage up here, but I mean, it's not terrible. But this, see how it's like kind of naturally separating those wires out? Now I'm going to try the other ones and see which one I like better. Because guys, that's really the only way you can tell is if you do them both and then you pick. So I think I might actually like these a little more as spacers for this project, because they're a little bit, I don't know, not smaller, but they're a little bit shorter, and I think they're a little bit shinier, and so I don't know. I think that's really pretty. Oh my god! Oh look, they're jumping off. They're jumping shit, mate. Goodness. Okay, sir. All right, there we go. All right, let's see what that looks like. And I also think I think that's just separates us a little bit nicer. Not saying we won't use those Matubos, but I kind of really like that spacing a little bit better. It's a little more uniform. All right, so I'm loving that. And now we can start our pattern. And that's the hard part, friends. This is where we have to really think about this. Okay, so... Sorry, just taking a little sippy. Do we want to jump right in with the naked olive? Let's see. Okay, so we'll jump right in with that guy, and he definitely clears the button. Okay. I didn't bring any bead stoppers over, but I think we'll be okay. All right, so we got to put something small over here. So what if we do one of these? Yeah, let's do this. Let's do one of these. One of these. Let's see how that looks. And we want to make sure they're not going to fight for space. Oh, guys, you could even like make this. Oh, that's an idea too. I don't know. I'm having lots of ideas now. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like that. Or we could do this. Oh, this will be pretty too. Hold on. Hold, please. Let's try one of these if I could get one. Where's your hole, bro? Let's try that. Ooh, that might be pretty. Look at that. Yeah, I like that better. I like that little bit of a color difference. So let's do another one of these. I hope I have enough of these spacers. And another one of this. Looks like I'll be ordering the Bargain Bead Box and looking at their crimp. I get all my little spacer crimp beads from Bargain Bead Box. Bead Box bargains, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't be mentioning the competitor in this video, but guys, they didn't give me an affiliate code yet. And you know who did give me an affiliate code? Bargain Bead Box. All right, so we have now cleared that bead. So then we can start. This bead's got a little chip on the end. Let's switch you out, brother. Let's put you over here and bring this guy in. Now he's got a little crack on his patooties. So let's put this guy on. All right, so let's end this guy with one of these. Now hopefully we have enough. I still have some more in the bag, so it's okay. Oh, he's got a little chip too. Maybe it's a freeform thing. I don't know, friends. Maybe I'm being too critical. All right, now we can do one of these silky ones on this side. Oh my goodness. And let's see. Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. They definitely clear. Okay, perfect. All right, so now let's do something a little different. So let's bring in, how about we do one of these copper lined? They're a little bit bigger, but I think that's going to be okay. If I can get one to go on the wire, my friends. Let's make sure those aren't going to fight. No, I think that's going to look really good. All right. Do we want to do spacers in between every bead, though, is the question. Because I know we did it there. We don't have to. This is what I have. Hopefully it's enough. Or we can bring in that spacer. Let's see what that looks like. And then we can do one of these. Oh, that's pretty. I kind of like that. What do you guys think? I don't know if I'm loving the addition of the gold Matubo, though. I think I might just stick with the... I think I might just stick with those. I don't know, guys. Sometimes I think when you introduce too many, like, I don't know, it just gets a little busy for me anyway. I don't know about you guys. Do we want to do this one or do we want to do another one of these? I just think that's so pretty. And then when we do our next one, we can do those. I think that's really pretty. I think it's a really pretty grouping. Okay. I'm loving that. Oh, we got to bring these turquoise ones in here too. They're turquoisey. All right. There we go. This is what we have so far. I like it. All right. So let's put a spacer on this guy. And then, oops. And then we'll bring in another naked olive. Naked olive. All right. Look at that. Okay. Okay, so now let's do, let's bring in these melons. These are so pretty. Oh, okay, sir. There she went. Did you guys see? If I didn't have glasses on, I probably would have got knocked right in the eyeball. It just like jumped off the wire. It said, no, 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 no. Oh, that's so pretty. Now I'm wondering if I should have just done, but I kind of like this. I think that's, I'm not going to question that one. That one's really pretty. All right, now let's see about our spacing. Okay, and I think we're good to put a spacer on here and then an oval. And then we'll work on the spacing over here. So again, we'll do this one. Now we'll do the, oh, just one, sir. Now we'll do the turquoise line and see what that looks like. I think that'll be so pretty. It is. I knew it would be. Oh no, okay. That's really pretty. And then we'll bring in some more of these topazy ones on the next round. So then we'll bring that color back in. I think that's really pretty. Okay. All right. So we're ready to put a spacer on there. And then another olive. And then we will check the length. If I can get the naked olive on there. Then we'll see. This looks like maybe 4 inches. Maybe not. Guys, I have no idea. I just like to guess. But I think we want to take it to about 5, and then we have to shut it down and take it to 1 strand. I think that's what we're going to do. All right, what did I say we were doing? Oh, yeah. And since we started off with, let's start off with this color. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Spacer. It might be easier if I just pick the darn bead up and put it on. Oh, there's a little fly. Hey, sir. What are you doing? Oh, wait. Do we want to add some Oh, that's right. You're right. Thank you. Thank you so much, my sweet friend, for letting me know we want to do this color next. You're right. Spacer. Now we can do this one. And then a spacer. And then a blue one. So what are you guys up to this week? Any fun plans out there? I have to start packing. I started the wash process today. We did 3 loads of wash today. I did all the blankets and sheets for the house and everything because I'm going to be gone a week. And I want to make sure my husband is also taken care of. Not that he doesn't know how to operate a washing machine, but I really prefer that he didn't. It's just a personal preference. I prefer to do the wash. I am the washing wench here. All right, so let's see. We are at about not quite 4 inches, so I called that one pretty well. So we might use another olive. We're definitely going to use another one of these ovals. So let's put another oval on, and I don't know if we're going to do earrings or not. I really hadn't planned on it. I just wanted to do a pretty bracelet. I don't know what it is about this box, but I love doing bracelets with this box. And I mentioned earlier, I think Becky also did a bracelet, and I think she also did a multi-strand bracelet. So I feel a little bit like a stalker right now, if we're being honest. All right, so for this one, I think we're going to bring these back in. These are so pretty. Just as something different. I mean, we could have brought this back, but I just want it to be different, you know? All right, but let's see if that, we might need another one. Yeah, we're gonna need, no. Let's put an olive on and see if we need another one. Is that the one with the weird hole? Does that bead clear? Not quite. Not quite. It is not clear, friends. Okay. Now that should be clear. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so let's load this guy up, and you know what? Let's do the copper lined, because we didn't do any of these on this strand. We'll do a spacer. And should we do a turquoise lined, or, you know, let's just stay with the copper lined. We'll just finish it out because we'll add some lightness because we have a lot of blue up here at the end. So I was trying to add some of these copper line beads just to break that blue up a little bit. All right. We might need one more because I think we used... that's cute. What do we think about that? All right, let's add just... maybe we should do these two. I don't know. Oh, well. Let's just keep going, friends. Sorry, guys. I got allergies and stuff going on, too. I'm sure a lot of you guys have that. The pollen is real right now. It's like real bad is what it is. I'm so over the pollen. It's like literally in the back of my throat right now. All right, so I think that's gonna do us, friends. I think that's gonna do us. Possibly. Let me just throw a spacer on there. Okay, I might have to take this one off. Good enough. All right, and that's looking even. Look how even that, I'm shocked that that's that even. All right, let's measure. Okay. Oh, we went a little over 5, but that's okay. I think we'll make it work. Shoot. Let me just check it on my wrist. Because like I said, guys, yeah, I think we're gonna make it work. I think it'll be fine. All right, so now what we have to do is we have to crimp and take these to one wire. And my idea for that was, and again, this is going to add length. So, no, I think it's going to be fine. I'll just trust your judgment. Okay. So we're going to have to take these down. So what I was thinking of doing was putting this dude here. Please go through both. If he goes through both. If not, then we're going to have to think of something else. And I think we might have to, I got him through. Okay. So I was thinking This might not work like I had wanted it to. Because we have to do some, you know what, guys? We have to do some more of these. So let's do 2 more of these. 1 more on each side. Okay, now let's try. All right. I'm also trying to keep my strands separate. They're twisting up. Where do you go? Do you go like that? I don't know. We'll figure it out down here. All right, now let's push all that down. Okay. I think one of these is a little bit longer than the other. I might have to add 1 more bead on this one. That looks small, but that's okay. That's good. That's kind of what we want. All right, guys. I'm going to put just, it's going to be a little asymmetrical, but that's okay because this one strand is just a tiny bit smaller than the other strand. So we're just going to make up that difference with 1 more seed bead. Or crimp bead, you know what I mean. Oh my goodness. Get in there. Okay. You stay on the top. Oh my gosh, are you in there? Lord. Go. Okay. You stay on the top. All right. Now let's, oh, I've made a mess. Look at that. Oh no, I mixed them up. They're all mixed up now. That should be fun later. Okay, let's pull this down. And I think that, see how that just, it gives it, it gave it a little bit more room. And I think that's good. And I think we're going to crimp here. So let's go ahead and put our crimp tube on. And this should be fun to crimp with that crescent. We'll see, guys. I don't know if it's going to work. This was just a brainchild. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to see if things work or not. And if they do, then you can, you know, I'm here to test them out for you, my friends. That's what I'm here to do. Okay. So obviously we can't take that tube quite all the way to that bead, which is fine. But now I don't want my strands twisting. Okay. Okay, and I also don't want to crunch a crimp. So let's loosen this up a little bit. All right. That's nice and flexible. So we're going to get our tool in here somehow. I don't know, Call. Let me pull the tube up a little bit, get my tool on the tube, and then bring it back down and see. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work because I can't get a very good crimp in there. And I refuse to smash, friends. I'll refuse to smash a crimp. I'm not doing it. I can't turn it on its side. That's kind of the same, right? No, that don't make no sense. Okay, Call. Well, that's all right, because maybe it'll be okay. We'll take it down as close as I can get it, which is not very close. Maybe if I move this, can I get down a little further? I've just crimped, friends. We're just going to go ahead and go for it. It's a little bit more space than I had wanted, but we're just going to test it out. I just thought it might be a good idea. But look how much space is going to be in there. I don't know about that. Well, shoot. Well, we're not crunchy, so that's good. All right. There it is, friends. I don't know if it's good, but there it is. All right, so let's cut one of these strands. And that's a good scrap. We could probably make earrings or something with those for sure, with this scrap. At least one earring anyway. All right, so this is what we have. And now we're going to take our other crescent dude, put him over this side. See, this is what I thought would be cute, and it would cover that. Oh, look at that. We could do something like that. I thought it would cover like this. What do we think about that? I don't know if I like that little twist there. I kind of, that's not what I envisioned. And this is what I envisioned. I envisioned that. So let's try to keep them touching like so. There is a little bit of space there. We're just going to have to be okay with it, friends. We're just going to have to be okay with it. All right. So now we will put on our other crimp tube. And then we will crimp that directly onto this toggle. Okay. All right. So we can pick it up now because this part's been crimped, so we don't have to worry about that being, you know, flexible. And then hopefully when we're going to try to put this wire back through that crescent, and then hopefully it will cause it to be a little bit more like rigid, hopefully, so it will stay into place when we crimp, because I don't really want it to do that twisty thing. I don't think that's a good look. Oh my God, Cog, you can't get it in there first of all before you start getting crazy. All right, it's in, friends, it's in. There it is. She's like Prego, she's in there. All right, pull that. Sometimes you have to use your tools. That is okay. Okay. All right. I don't know what we're doing, friends. We're making a mess. That's what we're doing. All right. We're bringing those two down. We want them to kiss. Okay. We want them to kiss. So let's pull all of our stuff down. And we can make that loop. It doesn't have to be teeny tiny. But we don't need this to be real flexible because we're just going to put the leather on there, friends. That's all we're doing. So it can be, that loop can be pretty tight on there. And I'm thinking this is looking good. These beads are kissing, which I like. Kissing and not twisting. Okay. All right. I like that. Let's do it. And we are crimped. I'm going to give myself a little bit of room in there. Oh, I need to give myself a lot more room in there. Okay. All right, let's make sure. All right, crimping, friends. We are crimping. And hopefully forming balls and not weird shapes. Hopefully we're forming balls. I can't tell, but we're just going to go with it. It's kind of a ball. Yeah, it's ballish. I might have chewed that one up a little bit. But that's okay. Nobody's going to see it. Guys, I still got to do like my gifts and stuff. I have to see if I'm all caught up with gifts for my travels, like family gifts. Oh no, this is going to be hard to cut out of here, isn't it? I'm going to pull this super, super tight. Okay, hopefully. Oh, it's a little piece in there. You can't really see it. You can't really see it. And that can be the back. That's fine. Oh, friends, it was the back. Look at that. We were lucky. All right, let's measure this. It's probably like 9 inches long now. Oh, look at that. 6.5. About 6.5, which is good. Okay. And that's looking good. Let me put that on the wrist. All right, guys. So this is what we have. And there's our link. So now we're going to do something fun, I hope. We're going to get this piece of leather. And I don't know how long this piece is. I'm just going to use the whole thing because I don't know how much I'm going to need. And I don't want to, I don't know, how long is this piece? It is kind of long, but I don't know. So this is 12. So this is about a 17-inch piece. Do I need 17 inches? I don't think so. But I'm going to attempt a barrel knot. So I don't know. Should I cut it in half? Maybe 10 inches is good enough. I think let's do 10 inches. And then maybe we could do something else with the rest of this. Let me cut myself about a 10-inch piece. Hopefully that's enough. I don't know. Scissors. I don't like to use my cutters when I'm doing leather. I don't know why. I probably shouldn't use those scissors either. Okay, so we have a 10-inch piece of leather. And what we're going to do is we're going to attempt a barrel knot. Now, friends, I am 9 out of 10 times unsuccessful. Unsuccessful, I say, in barrel knotting. So, but we're going to try because it's fun to keep trying. Okay. So we're going to put this, I'm not being an instructor. I'm being a hopeful person that this is going to work out. So please don't be too critical of my instruction. So we're going to put this on like so. Okay. And then we flatten it down and then we get the tube. Where's the tube? I don't even know if, am I holding it in the right hand? I don't even know. So then we get the tube. First of all, we'll put the tube, I guess here, right? We put the tube here a little bit further. I don't know, friends. And then we take this one, I think, and we go this way. No, that's not right. Okay, let's try it again. So we lay these two guys underneath, and then we take this one. And then we go around this one, right? We take the outer. Yeah, that would make sense, right? Okay, friends, here we go. We're going to do it this time. All right, we're going to take this cord and we're going to go over, and then we're going to kind of go up this way, right? We're going to go towards this way, I think. And then we're going to put it, maybe that's enough loops. How many loops is that? 2 loops. 2 loops. I think that's okay. So then we're going to put it through this here tube. Hopefully it fits. That would suck if it didn't. Okay. And then it's going to come out this side of the tube. I'm sorry about all that. My fingers are fat, yes. And then we're going to take the tube off. And then we've got this. I don't know if that's a barrel knot or not, but that's a barrel knot enough for me. But we're going to kind of fix it because I want to extend this piece a little bit because I don't think we're going to have enough. Okay. I think we're going to try this one more time. Let's undo this leather gently, friends. Okay. So I think our wrapping side has to be longer. Okay. Duly noted. Duly noted. All right. Well, this is definitely going to be my bracelet. So let's pull. Okay, this is going to be this side. So let's make this side a little bit longer. Okay, shall we? Because I think that was what's tripping us up a little bit. I think the whole barrel knot process is tripping me up. I'm not going to lie. Okay, we're going to lay this tube down. We're going to put them next to each other. And we're going to lay this tube down. Then we're going to go take this cord and we're going to go around once. And then we're going to go this way, right? 2. And then do we do a third one? Who knows? Let's just put that in there. Put it in there. Okay. Pull it out. Pull the tube out. And then this is what you have. Is that a barrel knot, friends? I don't know. It looks cute. It looks kind of like a barrel knot, doesn't it? It's a barrel. Guys, I did it. Oh my gosh. That's a barrel knot if I've ever seen it. No way. Stop it, Call. You really did that? You did it, girl. Oh my gosh, you guys. It might not have been the most orthodox looking barrel knot in the life of barrel knots. But that, my friends, is a barrel knot. I did it. I did. Hold on a second. What do we think about that, friends? Thank you. I do appreciate the encouragement so much. My friends, that is a barrel knot. Okay. Oh, I also did bring some glue over in my professional gluing station here. Let's use the super glue, I think. I think we like to use super glue with leather. I think that's what we use. All right, but this is liquid, my friends. This is liquid super glue, so we're going to use this little tray. Okay? Or you could just dip your toothpick right in there. I guess we could do that too. But I'm messy, so I'm just going to put a little drop on the tray. And then I'm going to dip my toothpick in it. Okay? I feel good about that. All right, and then this is the back. So we're just going to put a little bit of the glue right in here. Okay? there's a cat hair in my glue. Oh my God, could you imagine, like on Toy Story when Woody's like, there's a snake in my boot? There's a cat hair in my glue. Okay, I'm done. I just thought that would be cute. Cat hair in my glue. All right. So I'm kind of just putting it in these little places here. There we go. And I'm happy with that. All right, guys, guess what? Guess what? We get to make another one. Okay, let's do another one down here at the bottom. Just, oh, you know what? I don't know, because that might be tricky with the button. So maybe we'll just do a regular overhanded knot down here. I think that's a better idea. But we executed a successful barrel knot, and I know that Jennifer Miller is ridiculously proud of me right now. Thank you. I know, Jennifer. I channeled you, my friend. I channeled you, and you came through like you always do, my love. All right, friends. So we're just doing an overhanded knot, or attempted to do an overhanded knot. I probably should have just used all the leather and stopped being cheap. Let's try again. And you want to keep these leathers next to each other, right? Because we're going to have a button going through there at some point. Let me just put you through, and then let's get you through. Okay, sometimes you have to do them one at a time. I really should have just used all the leather. Anyway, here we are. And there we go. Okay, so here's an overhanded knot. Now let's shimmy this down and make this look presentable, because we have this gorgeous barrel knot up here at the tip top. Okay, that's not the most beautiful. What did you do, Carl? But it's not bad. It's kind of decorative, right? It's like a little, okay, I'm all right with it. But the important thing is that we check. I don't know if that's my button's going to fit in there. That's the most important thing. We should have checked that first. Okay. I was feeling confident that it would, but let's see. It's not a very big button. There we go. But look how little this bracelet is. Oh my God, it's teeny tiny. Who has a 4-inch wrist? I will send this to you. That's cute, though. Okay, you know what? I'm going to make the button loop just a little bit longer, because we have just a little extra leather down here. So I will shimmy this down a little bit. Okay, not much, but a little bit. Okay, see what I'm saying, guys? Bracelet math is hard, because it's so hard. I thought we were going to be too big, and now we're too small. I probably should have beaded to 12 inches and then did it, but that's okay. I'm giving you guys just ideas. It's a beautiful bracelet, though. All right, let's see how big she is. Definitely too small for my wrist, so she'll be a gift, probably. I don't like how it's twisting, but I guess that's okay. This is a cute little idea. I think that was a cute little idea. All right. Oh, man. 6.5 inches, friends. 6.5 inches. It's a little baby almost 7. Almost, well, no, a little bit after 6.5. Okay. That's just a little baby bracelet. That's all right. That's all right. Let's put some glue in here, too. We'll probably gift it. Probably gift it to someone who has a baby wrist. I really suck at math, at bracelet math. I gotta get better, friends. I gotta get better at bracelet math. Okay. I don't need a whole lot of glue. And I think these ends are pretty good. I think I'm just going to, that's my chair. I think I'm just going to cut this one a little bit. More of an angle. And that's looking nice. Well, there you go, friends. Okay, we did some fun stuff. I think I have it backwards too. We did some fun stuff. We learned, we did a barrel knot together. We did this fun little thing with the crescents. Just to give you an idea, it is possible to do something like that. It came out really cute. Just a little too small for me, but that's okay. She will find a home with someone, I'm sure. So friends, I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you guys are all doing well. I will be probably back tomorrow with some more fun stuff. Oh, did you guys all get a chance to, oh, you know what I want to say? I want to get your opinion, guys. Chrissy, our new, our Gemstone Orphanage, master moderator over there, and she runs our group and stuff. We were thinking about doing a double bargain bead box unboxing together. What do you guys think about that? Do you think it would be fun to do a double unboxing together? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm trying to get this to lay nice. Sometimes these bracelets, they're beautiful, but they don't lay right. There we go. Do 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 do. There's your button. Yeah, so let me know. That'd be fun. I think it'll be fun for us to do, and then we can do a little design on the fly. Because I think Chrissy's going to be amazing at doing videos and lives. I mean, she's already doing videos, and she's doing an amazing job. But I think she's really going to be good for lives too. She's got a great personality, and yeah, so I'm excited. Okay, friends, I've done enough talking for one day. I'm going to go ahead and go. And you guys are going to keep planting your magical beans, and you're going to keep taking care of yourselves and each other. And you're going to be kind to yourself too. Okay, guys. Love you so much. Talk to you soon. Bye.